Sorry. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Coffee with Creatives. My name is Rebecca Bertoldi. I'm your friend in marketing.
Good morning. I'm Tara Bratz. I'm your interior designer.
And please welcome our guest.
Hi, I'm Amy Kono. I own a work of art photography.
Thank you so much for being here today.
Thanks for having me.
Yes, welcome, Amy. Thank you for being here. So nice.
Yeah.
I'm glad to be here.
Well, happy Monday, everybody. First, I just want to acknowledge that we have officially been doing Coffee with Creatives for a full year. So this is our first show that we're on our anniversary. So thank you all so much for supporting us, for tuning in, and for always showing up with your coffee cups.
Yay. Happy anniversary.
Thank you. So Tara and I will have more about that next week. But for today, we wanted to have a chat with Amy. And Amy, photography is, there's so many different ways we can capture our moments, And I was just telling everybody that this weekend I actually had a bunch of old photos from my grandparents. And to look back on those photos has been it's been so nice because they are all there's memories that I didn't know were there. You know what I mean? Like we really get to look at them. So I can't wait to dive into that with you. But first, we're going to do our coffee cups. Amy, do you want to show yours first?
Sure. Mine is Statue of Liberty.
Bring it up a little bit.
Oh,
it's a little taller. Yeah, there you go. Okay.
There you go. It's actually backward. So yeah, we went to New York City last year for my 20th birthday, and we went to the Statue of Liberty. So this is our memento from that trip.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Nice. Tara, how about you?
And this is mine. It's just black and white.
Yeah. I remember that.
Makes me happy. Yeah. I use it a lot.
And I have my Scrabble cup today for all my Z letters. So yeah. Welcome. If anyone wants to share their coffee cups in the chat, please go ahead. We'd love to see what you are drinking out of today. And so anyone that came out to the open house or the visitors day for the Northeast Networking Group on Thursday, thank you so much. We had a wonderful visitors day. And if you didn't get to come last week, you can always come this Thursday or any Thursday after that. Tara, what's your group up to this week?
Well, I was out last week, so I'm not really sure what they're up to this week. However, you're always welcome to attend. It is Thursday mornings at 6:30, 7 o'clock in the morning. I know, kind of early, but located at the Holiday Inn. So you're always welcome to be my guest, attend, and we have a good time in the room. We're always doing something fun. But I was in Brimfield this week, so I took a little vacation to Massachusetts, back and forth. Big Brimfield flea market, so that's where I was.
I did see some pictures about that. You'll send us some pictures so we can look next week?
Yeah, absolutely.
Excellent. Awesome. All right, Amy, we're going to dive into you. We love talking to local business owners. We love, trying to use our local business owners because that's the heart of our economy, our local economy. And in this area, we have so many locally owned businesses and way less franchises than other parts of the country. So it's really important that we utilize the people around us.
Definitely.
So Amy, tell us about what you do and where you're located and all that fun stuff.
Sure. I own a work of art photography. I'm a boutique photographer, and I specialize in creating custom artwork for my families, clients. They do artwork of their family, their children, their pets. I've done a lot of pet photography, and we create whatever they're looking for. If they're looking for artwork for the wall, that's what I create just special for them, or albums, or whatever they're looking for, we do that. And I've also been doing a lot of composites lately, which are super fun. I love doing those. I just did a detail session yesterday, and now I'm going to turn it into a composite where we Photoshop it and make it look super fancy, and it's lots of fun. So love it.
How I have to ask about the pet photography. That sounds a little chaotic, but fun.
It definitely can be. But honestly, I feel like pets listen better than kids sometimes. So it just kind of depends on the pet and the kid.
Fun.
I definitely have had a lot of different pets that I've photographed. The most unique being a bearded dragon. That when I photographed, so much fun. It was for a fundraiser
Oh, wow.
for a local. Yeah, it was so cute. He had a little bow on. He was adorable. So
Oh, that's adorable. I have a quick question for you. So, do you have a location that everybody can visit? And if you do, could you please explain and where it is located? Also, my second question to that is, do you travel?
Mm.
to both. I have a location. I'm located in Baltic, in the Mills on Baltic and Bushnell Hollow Road.
Mhm.
Studio is, and it's right next to Everly After Floral. I don't know if you're familiar with her, but another local business who's wonderful. But I also do travel. It depends on what the client's looking for. If they want outdoor portraits, we'll go outdoors, or whatever they're looking for. So I have a spot that I have for a studio, and then I also travel.
Nice.
Yeah, best of both worlds, because it's nice to go and work in the studio and have clients come there for their ordering sessions, and then also going out to different places.
Oh,
Definitely.
that's nice. Okay, good.
Yeah.
Allows for a lot more creativity that way too, because then I can have some things already set up in the studio, or different locations allow for different creative options.
hmm
Right.
What type of photos do you feel like you do the most?
The most, I'd say, children's portraits are the
Okay.
most common. With
Nice.
pets being,
Nice.
I never thought I would be a pet photographer because I was never a huge pet lover to begin with, but it's a niche that people love, and so I'm here for it.
Oh, I bet. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you sent us some photos. So I'm going to get those ready to share. If you can tell us a little bit about them.
Sure.
I'm just getting that ready to share. Here we go. Okay.
Oh yeah, this is one of my favorites. This is a maternity that I did. Um, Wanted the flowy dress look, so that's what we did. I had my assistant, um, flapping her dress to get those beautiful waves, and then through the magic of Photoshop, it ends up looking like that.
Very cool.
Mm-hmm.
That's very
She
nice.
made Thanks. She made this gorgeous album with it too. So, the client, so she has these memories forever, and I love it.
And it's got to be about the experience too. It's not just the photos that you get. Like I can imagine that they're in there, especially like in a maternity shot, that they're feeling beautiful, they're feeling glamorous. And
Absolutely. That's the whole boutique experience as well. Is I have the clients come in and we sit and chat about their session, and we brainstorm wardrobe and the whole session, and then I walk through the entire process, have the consult, and then I'll do the photography session where I bring in hair and makeup so they feel glamorous and beautiful and so confident. And then we'll do the session, and then I have them come back in later and help them narrow down their choices to what works best for them. So it's a whole process, a whole experience, and it's just so much fun. It's so much fun for both of us. I love it.
yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I love these. These are two sweet little girls that Valentine's Day session, and they just love each other. You could tell by the way they're snuggling on each other, just they love each other as sisters. So I love that photography captures the emotion and the relationship between your two, not a pretty picture. So much more than just a picture.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
This is
how cute.
I know, it's a little family that I did that I just love them. They were just the best.
Oh, nice.
So is this like in a park, or how does that work exactly?
It was oh gosh, I forget where it was, but Audubon Society or something. I think maybe Putnam or somewhere up north. It
Okay.
was just a field that we found that was beautiful, and it just worked perfectly.
Now, do you typically like recommend parks that you like, or do you go wherever they ask, or maybe a little bit of both?
A little bit of both. Quite often, clients come to me and they know kind of what they want, but they just need a lot of direction. So
Mhm.
I have a lot of spots that I go to, but if that they're really want to do, that's fine too. I'm happy to do whatever they're looking for.
Awesome.
And this is one that I've
Nice.
never been, but I would definitely go back because it's a keeper.
Nice.
This is my
Oh,
friend.
that's my
I
favorite.
know. That's Keegan. He's my friend's little boy, and he's just the cutest little thing. And he was driving this old truck. Adorable. So.
Very cute.
Oh,
But I also like to make it their own. So I added the colored frame. So that way it's just a black and white, boring portrait. It's more unique and exciting, and it's custom for them.
I think the black and white, Amy, looks really elegant at times, though.
Mhm.
It kind of tells a different story because there's no color, so it doesn't throw you off with color. So that's a great photo. Yeah, it tells a story.
Mhm.
Definitely does. And that's what I found too, is that there's so much emotion attached to the photos that when you, like, say you walk by a photo, you just feel that emotion every time you walk by it, or just definitely brings up so much
Yeah.
emotion. And this is one of my fun costumes. I love this one. These are becoming one of my favorites to do because they're just so creative and just out of the box. This one was done in studio. I had him. The little guy was holding like a paper roll tube that was the neck of the dinosaur, and he was sitting on a stool. And then you
Oh.
neck product. But yeah, that's what he loves, dinosaurs. So we wanted to do something with dinosaurs. So we got creative, and this is what it ended up being.
He had to
That's
be
really neat.
amazed of what the picture came out like versus what he was doing in real life.
Some of those my are the back behind the scenes
Mhm.
videos, just because it's so incredible what it looks like at the beginning versus what it ends up being. The final product is fascinating.
Yeah,
You know
definitely.
what would be what would be kind of neat, Amy, if you did a video on something like this, like clips
Oh,
of the whole process, because it's something that would be so unique to see that a lot of photographers may not even, think about it. But this would be neat because, you know, you don't know what the final product's gonna look like, right? And he must have been so surprised, like Rebecca said, that at the end to see the finished product. But it would be neat to see the steps, even if
yeah.
it's just a glimpse here and there of how you go about it.
Mhm.
It's funny that you say that because the fairy tale session that we did yesterday, we did that. We
Yeah.
took
Oh,
like
you
the.
did. Okay.
Well, I'm gonna put it together, so stay tuned. I'll post that to
All right.
my
Well, you'll
Nice.
have to come back then. You'll have to definitely come back and show us.
so fun.
Yeah, I mean that's such the behind the scenes stuff. People love that. They,
Mm-hmm.
from a marketing standpoint, people love seeing how you do what you do, and I think that would definitely pique some people's interest. Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Even maybe some glimpses of your studio, just to
Mhm.
show you in the studio and what your space looks like.
Mhm.
And that's what yesterday the hair and makeup came to the studio, so the hair and makeup was done there, and then we went out to another location in the forest for the fairy photos. So it's both.
Nice. Okay.
Exciting. I can't wait to
Yeah,
see it.
I was working on them this morning, and I can't wait to finish them up.
Now, do you always have someone for hair and makeup around?
I do, yes. I always offer that to my clients because I found
Nice.
that just it increases the experience, just ups it a lot, and then people just don't have to worry about it. They just come
Mhm.
and get all put together.
Yeah. Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Great. So tell us about some of the things you have coming up.
Sure. Next week, I have a headshot event that I'm partnering with Foundry 66 in Norwich. They're fantastic. So we're doing days of headshots, and one day is branding as well. So if you're looking for just a headshot, just to update your LinkedIn profile, we can do that, or we can do the full-on session with hair and makeup, or even branding photos to further your brand. That's what we're
Very
working on next week. Mm-hmm.
nice. So we will include this link in the notes as well, but it is coming across the bottom of the screen. You can go to Eventbrite and check that out.
Thank you.
Yeah, I think that's a really cool idea because I don't know about you, but I find sometimes, a lot of the times, that people look wildly different than their headshots because they use the same one for many, many years in a
Right.
row.
Right. We're all guilty. It's
Yeah.
you don't always want to update your headshot, so but this is a good time to do it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Very that way I'll bring here and make up to Founder 66, so all you have to do is show up. So very simple, easy. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Cool. And as far as people reaching out to book or anything like that, what's the best way to get you?
My website has a contact page, or my phone number's on there too, so you can go right to the website. It's apartphotography.com. You can go on there, and it'll get you pointed in the right direction to contact.
Nice.
Right, you can sign up for the headshot event.
Yes. Okay. There you go. Workapartphotography.com. And so do you currently have any other like what's popular this time of year for photos?
Usually we're going into senior portrait session time. So August and September is senior portraits. So that's where we're going. I've been doing a lot of headshots lately. Interestingly, it's very funny the different trends per year. Like last year was a lot of families, but this year for some reason it's headshots. So I feel like it just varies year to year. But so it's coming up on senior portraits though, and then like family portrait session because everyone wants the leads and the beautiful background. So first seniors and then families.
Nice.
Yeah.
God, the foliage pictures must be beautiful.
They're one of my favorites. I feel like I have a lot of favorites, but they're definitely one of mine.
Nice. And then do you do anything like, I know Tara, she's often bringing in photographers for her projects. Like, do you do stuff like that as well, or?
Yeah, I'm happy to work with, other business owners to work on projects together. Yes.
Very cool.
Others makes it more fun.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Okay, so I'm going to ask you another question. So just to go off of what Rebecca just said, so that would be like more staging. Would that be something that, I know you just said yes, but it would be more of a room?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm happy to do that too.
Okay. Oh, that's good to know. Okay.
Yeah, I like the
Okay,
variety.
nice.
I like to change it up. I couldn't do a desk job. I'd be sitting at the desk and doing the same thing over and over again. So I like the variety of this job.
Okay, that's good to know. Perfect.
Yeah.
Nice.
Thanks.
So, so I know when I'm out and about, I can't ever shut off design. Do you find that that is the same with you? When you're out and about, you might see a picture that you're like, oh, I have to take, but really can't? Does that happen?
It's probably obnoxious to my family because we just went on vacation out west. It's gorgeous. We were in Moab, Utah, where there's the Arches National Park and there's incredible places all around. So, we were hiking or whatever, and I'd see this, gorgeous shot and be like, okay, all right, last one, I promise. Everybody come back and we're going to pretend like we walked this hike again, and I'm just going to take a good photo. So it's all the time.
I'm sure.
Now, sometimes if you do something for a living, you'll either find that you have a ton of it or you have crap. Like in my case, my marketing could be better. It's like I put my clients above me, so does that mean you either have like tons of family photos or you have to get more? Which one is it?
I have tons of family photos, definitely.
Yeah.
I have to be honest, I'm not as good at putting them into artwork for my own family as I am other people. So, but yeah. What's that? Toddlers, kids don't have shoes. Isn't
exactly. Yeah. Same
it's
idea.
It's same here.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just I don't know what it is, like, because somebody asked me why I had another marketer do something for me. I'm like, because I can't do stuff for myself.
Right.
I don't look at it from the outside perspective that I do with other people's. So I'm too close. Yeah.
I did my extended family portraits. I think it was like a year and a half ago, and I will never do that ever. I will hide out because my kids are never as good for me as they are for others, and I posted the picture of it was our whole family, and then my son is in the front with his eyes crossed. I'm like, oh. But it was we printed it because it's adorable.
Yeah, that's great. What memories for later when he gets older.
Just like that.
I noticed that too, though, actually going through all the old photos. There's so many of me making it was like, the beginning of the teenage years. So I just had that face, that look on my face that I was never, I don't want to be bothered by anybody, So yeah, it definitely happens to the best of us. What would you say was your most memorable project?
Most memorable project. I think probably the maternity one that you showed with the and also the bearded dragon. Like I'm still talking about that one, and it's been a few years ago. So definitely that one. He was so different, and he just sat there. He didn't move at all.
He's probably terrified. He's like, "There's not enough light for me to move. Okay, I can't move my body anyway."
Yeah, he has like a little bow right back. So those two are definitely memorable.
That's great.
And I'm about to do my brother-in-law's baby, so that one's coming up. And that one, I'm super excited about that one.
Wonderful.
Nice. Yeah. Oh, that's great. Is there something that you're really wanting to do that hasn't come about yet?
I think maybe a destination. I'd like to do like a really cool destination photo shoot.
Okay.
So if you know anybody, let me know.
All right. The other thing is, if you come across a trolley, I want to hang off of it. So you could be the photographer.
Trolley?
A trolley. Yeah.
Trolley.
So,
Charlie or trolley? A trolley. Okay.
trolley. Yeah. Okay.
That sounds.
I'm gonna do some crazy. I would like to do some really neat photos, like just different. So maybe we can work together on something really cool and out of the box. Okay.
I like that.
I have some ideas.
Space.
Sounds fun.
Like,
and I'm excited.
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
My sister, when she got married, she had so the hotel where we were having the reception, the trolleys, this was in San Francisco, so the trolleys would go up the hill every so often, like they were on a schedule. So that hotel said, we'll flag them down and make them stop if you want pictures. So we were all waiting there, like in our dresses, waiting for it to come. And then they're like, go. And then we had to jump on there, take all the photos really quick. And then it went on its way.
Well, there it is, Tara. We're going to San Francisco and we'll do a trolley photo.
There we go. All right, let's go. Let's go. My bags are packed right. All right. That would be fun, wouldn't it?
I think so too.
Fun trolley fact. When I was riding one once, they have like the bell, the big bell that they ring when they're approaching a stop. And I'm like, can I ring the bell? And he was like, no. So I kept like pushing him and I'm like, come on, let me ring the bell. And finally he's like, God, ring the bell. And I did it and it was like, ding. And I didn't do it nearly hard enough. I was like, wait, I want to do over. I was like, that did not make enough noise at all. But yeah. So I kind of got to ring a trolley bell. So yeah, I feel like there's I feel like I saw like something around, maybe I saw a trolley around here. Maybe it's Essex. Do they have them?
I don't know. Something to look into.
Steam train. They have the steam train.
Oh, maybe that's what I'm thinking of.
Maybe. I don't know. Maybe even Newport we'd have to go to, or maybe there's one that's not moving that you see on the side of the road.
Oh yeah, maybe.
Yeah. That's maybe just kind of it's at the end of its life. I don't know. Because then it would give us more character too.
Definitely.
That's
I have ideas. Okay. All right. We're going to work together.
I know. That sounds.
Yeah, absolutely.
Or an old taxi cab. Something. I don't know.
Be cool.
Or have fun.
What was the last part?
I might have to go to New York. I said it could be fun.
Yeah, no, I think so. I love the creative out of the box. My mind is already
Okay.
going. What we do.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
Awesome. So we shared your website here. We can do that again. But is there any other way that you where can people find you on social media?
Sure, I'm on Facebook and Instagram. A work of heart photography on both. There's that.
Mm-hmm. Excellent. Yeah, you definitely have to do Insta because it's
Mm-hmm.
very photo heavy. Okay.
Right.
And is there anything that we can listen for you? Like, are there certain projects you would love to do, or like Tara's been putting it out there that she wants to do a cafe over, and she wants to redesign a cafe. We're all about putting it into the universe and seeing what comes up.
I haven't thought about that yet. I don't know. I have to think about that one, but
Okay.
it's probably right now.
Yeah. Well, awesome. Is there anything else you want to share with our guests today?
I guess just how important it is to print artwork, and
Yes.
because like we've talked about it, I'm guilty of it too. That I don't print nearly as much, and I know that the next generation will have none of those photos that you were talking about, Rebecca. The
Mm-hmm.
ones printed grandparents or whatever. Our kids and grandchildren won't have that because they're all on our phones. So
Mm-hmm.
it's just so make sure that you print your pictures and turn them into artwork if you are so inclined, but definitely print them.
Yeah.
I was just at Friday and it was sad because I was talking to this couple and they were in their 60s, almost maybe 70s, and they were saying that they were thinking about like funerals because the husband does life insurance, so
Mm-hmm.
he has that mindset. So they were talking about their funeral and how they wouldn't have any pictures to put up at their funeral. I was like, oh my gosh, like let me help you. I mean, it's a little dark, but still, like let me help you with some pictures so that way you'll have something, and then for your kids to remember you by too. So it's just so important that we print them.
Yeah, and for
Mhm.
anyone that doesn't know how pixels work, if you have an image in your phone, and even like
Mm,
let's say it's a little bit of an older phone, and you try
right.
to make that into a poster at your funeral, you're going to be very pixelated and probably haunt a lot of people. So, yeah, let the
Yes.
pros handle it
Very
for
yes. But I like to print everything for my clients too, just so that way I can control how it comes out and make
you.
sure it's perfect by the time they get it. Because
Yeah.
the work pay a lot of money for pictures, and then you go to Walmart and you print them and they look like garbage. So
Mm-hmm.
I want to make sure it's perfect before my clients get them.
Ooh, you know what I just thought of? You know those photos that they're putting on like metal these days? Like
Mm-hmm.
it's such a cool looking. Just think when you were saying how Walmart would make it look different, because we all think like a picture is a picture and it's gonna carry through, but it doesn't.
It
And
doesn't. No.
no, but if you guys know what I'm talking about, like it looks like the picture is printed on metal, but it
It
just
is.
gives this, yeah, okay, it
Mm-hmm.
actually is. It gives
Yeah,
this pop to it. It gives this whole different look to it, which is really cool. Have you done stuff like that?
I have. I work with a professional printer, and they do both the metal printing and then also acrylic blocks too, which are awesome as well. And they're
Oh,
so bright and colors are so vibrant that I love those. So neat. And it just gives your image a totally different look. You can print it on wood or you can print it on metal, and they just look so different each
mm-hmm.
medium. So cool.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Because it used to kind of just be like, okay, you're gonna see your images on a screen with light, or it's gonna be printed and there's not gonna be
Right.
light and it's always darker. But now
Mm-hmm.
all of these different ways to do it is so cool.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah,
I love the creative.
definitely. Tara, do you use a lot of the different types of photos in your design?
Well, it's kind of tough because I feel like photos and pictures are very personalized.
Mm-hmm.
And, every time I put a picture or photo on the wall, whatever it may be, um, it's kind of what the client wants. So I'm kind of held more so, I guess, in a box, if you want to say, because my hands are tied with that. This is very
Yeah.
personalized. I just have to make sure that the colors or whatever I use go throughout the room. So, yeah, so I'm kind of stuck there a little bit because it depends on what the client actually wants.
True.
Hmm.
Yeah. But
Nice.
mhm.
Excellent. All right. So guys, if you want to visit aworkofheartphotography.com, you can reach out to Amy. You can find her on social media on Facebook and Instagram at A Work of Heart Photography. And I just sent out the link to everyone's, to all of the platforms for the Eventbrite event. So we can help you get more there. Right over in Norwich, so super easy. And Foundry 66 is such a fun place. It's a great co-working space. So I'm glad that you're doing it there. Get more exposure for them too.
Yeah, it benefits both of us. So thank you for posting that.
Yeah, absolutely. Anything else you want to add?
No, ma'am. I think that's about it. Thank you for having me on today.
Absolutely.
Yes.
And yeah, we'll be back next week. We're going to have all these updates from Tara. We have stuff for Palmer Street. We have Brimfield. So we're going to get to show you guys a lot. And Tara, do you want to close this out?
Sure. Always remember to be kind. You never know what anyone's going through. And a smile goes a long way. Thank you so much, Amy, for being with us. Thank you, everybody, for joining us on this Monday. But you're always welcome to come back, Amy. So if there's anything you want to talk about, show us. We're here for you.
Yeah, thank you.
And
This
we'll
was
be
fun.
working together. Yeah, I would love to work with you.
Our trolley. Can't wait.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to
Okay.
we'll find a trolley in the area.
All right.
Awesome, everybody. Have a great day. Enjoy your week.
Bye, everyone. Thank you.
Bye. Thanks.